Hello there, welcome back to Movies and Coffee with me, Tom. Today we are watching Razorback, 1984 I believe, directed by Russell Mulcahy, who I know from Highlander, which is literally one of my favourite films ever. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend. Brilliant 80s film. If you're a filmmaker and you want to look at transitions from one scene to the next, watch Highlander. That is full of amazing scene transitions. So why Razorback? Well, it's kind of been on my radar ever since, from the early days since I watched Highlander. I knew it was Russell Mulcahy's, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, his first film. It's always been on my watch list, but I think it's only fairly recently it's come onto it's been more available on Blu-ray and stuff. If this is the first video of mine you're watching, I'm a huge film buff, watch a lot of films, so I don't do reactions to Star Wars, The Matrix, etc. because I've seen them. But having said that, there are gaps in my viewing. This is something I've been meaning to watch for years, finally going to dive in. So what's it about? Well, I'm pretty sure from the poster that it's about a killer razorback, which is like a wild boar, I think, or wild pig, Australian wild pig. I'm guessing goes on a rampage, kills people for reasons we'll find out. I'm sure it'll be very 80s, a lot of neon lighting. It's Australian, so lots of g'day mate, etc. Maybe someone with a big knife. Oh no, it's Crocodile Dundee. I know Russell Mulcahy started out in music videos. I think he directed a lot of Duran Duran videos and stuff. So it's obviously very visual from the start. Even though it's his first film and probably pretty low budget, I'm expecting something interesting. Or maybe this was just a rough draft of how he learned how to make Highlander, which is a great film. So maybe Razorback will be terrible and he learned from that how to make Highlander. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But I'm really excited to check it out. If you like what you see, please like, share and subscribe to Movies and Coffee with me. Yeah, so let's dive into Razorback. Immediately 80s. Immediately 80s. I'm loving it. Yeah, if you didn't know before, this is set in Australia. You can tell by the roo, like kangaroo. There'll be lots of bad Australian accents in this, and I apologise for it immediately. So this would have been after Mad Max 1 and 2, I think, as well. So it's definitely a very isolated place, isn't it? That's creepy.
It's all right. It's only the stone.
Well, these people are happy, which suggests something terrible is going to happen to them. I hear a piggy. He's like, why is the light on that windmill so weird? So 80s. Wow. Oh, he's going after the kid. Oh, Jesus. He destroyed the whole house. Must have been hungry.
Oh, God.
Wow, starting strong anyway. I'm going to assume said Scotty has been eaten. But I mean, the Razorback destroyed the house, so I think the kid's dead. Let's be honest. Gamola.
Whether Jake Matthew Cullum is to be committed for trial for the disappearance and presumed
What
murder
the
of
they're
Scott
blaming
Matthew
him?
Cullum.
A pig, you say?
No, boar. Razorback.
Ah, boar, not pig.
And this Razorback broke your leg and carried your grandson away.
Why wouldn't you believe him? I mean, the house is destroyed. There'd be boar hairs everywhere and stuff. It wouldn't be that hard to disprove.
Your worship, the animal in question is by no means a normal product of nature, armoured in a thick layer of bristle that can't be penetrated by a rifle shot. An aberration.
Aberration or apparition?
What?
Then the answer is no. You were unable to wound it.
It was dark and it was really fast.
Indeed.
It's quite literally a kangaroo court.
See, the Razorback's a kind of cowardly usually a good...
Dad said it was a razorback, but what razorback? Where is it?
Wow, even she doesn't believe him.
Finding of this court is that there is insufficient evidence to support the charge. The accused is hereby discharged.
Russell Mulcahy. Well, at least they found him not guilty anyway.
Is it on yet, honey?
So we got a news reporter. Is she going to cover the Razorback story? But it's been 2 years, so I'm guessing something else is going to happen soon.
Well, unfortunately, the animals can't be the same.
Some pretty dodgy American accents. I'm guessing these are all Australian actors who are doing American accents.
Jerks. The agency greenlighted the Australia special today.
On the kangaroo slaughter? Honey, that's terrific. Congratulations. What's wrong?
Oh, I don't know. Prenatal depression.
I guess this is still kind of unusual in the 80s for the guy to be like the stay-at-home person and the wife to be like the breadwinner.
Probably give you your little surprise now.
It's beautiful.
Get a room. Oh, they've already got a room.
We are 600 miles west of Sydney in the outback town of Gamilla. Gamilla deals literally in an economy of flesh and blood. More than 800,000 kangaroos and wallabies were...
Wallabies, you dag.
They were summarily gutted and quartered and dumped at the Pet Pack Cannery 8 miles west of here.
Is that what drew the Razorback then? All this fresh meat around. Nice blue blazer there, mate. Do you recognise the cameraman? But I can't think what from.
Beth Withers, isn't it? The animal campaigner.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe just reminds me of Bruce Campbell.
We'd like to interview some kangaroo shooters.
Are you supposed to be drinking on the job?
All I can do is smash my camera like I did in Dubbo.
Think positive.
Oh, was he in Crocodile Dundee? Was he the guy who had like the pint on his head and then Mick like kisses him and he... I think that was him.
Sir, how do you respond to claims by Australian environmental scientists that the kangaroo is becoming extinct?
Wouldn't know. I hunt boars.
Why kill them?
Oh, I don't know. Something about blasting the of a razorback that brightens up my whole day.
Because they killed my grandchild. And that blonde girl in the truck, she looks very familiar as well. I think she was in Mad Max 2.
Carl Winters. He's the party with whom I wish to speak.
That's quite an American accent you got there. Why are these guys being to her? I mean, was it just because she's a woman? Was that Russell Mulcahy there in the sunglasses? I didn't get a good look, but I got a feeling it might have been him.
Hello? Anybody home?
So it's basically called the Intestine Hotel. Nice. Oh, there's our boy. Why didn't you bring the cameraman out here? So this is supposed to be like the kangaroo / dog food factory, right? I'll just sneak in here with my giant camera. I mean, you can tell it's like pretty low budget, but even so, the shots are pretty good. Cinematography.
Listen, man, you come round to where we work and you shoot.
What do you care?
Bye!
Yeah, bye!
Or is this guy going to get eaten by a razorback and that'll make her like super invested like their granddad? And then they'll team up? Is that Duran Duran? Is that because Mulcahy did a bunch of their videos? Oh, Jesus. It's turned into Mad Max now. Well, you're basically trying to murder someone. Well, that's not ideal. As the Razorback are going to come in and these guys up. He's so going to get eaten by a Razorback. Any second now. Giant boar. Plus there's a bunch of dead kangaroos on that guy's truck, so that's probably going to like lure him in. So this is a Jaws situation where they didn't really have the money for a good monster, so it's just like all camera angles and shadows. But I think that's more interesting. Oh, hello. She doesn't seem that surprised. Get out the car. There you go. Oh, is she actually going to get eaten? Ooh. It's not looking good.
He's back.
Hey? You say something?
Said he's back.
Who's back?
An old friend.
Well, because I thought Blondie was going to be like the main character, but if she got eaten, then I guess it's this guy.
What do you want, Jake?
You were there. Where's Dicko?
He didn't see any boars or he didn't see any women.
This kind of reminds me of Jeepers Creepers 2, with the guy gets his kid stolen at the beginning, and then his whole thing is like hunting down the monster. It's just standard Moby Dick situation. Maybe he's the Razorback because of the razor.
Hello? Anybody home? Whereabouts can I find Jake Cullen?
Listen, you better take my old bomb. Just top up the tank when he gets back. Don't worry.
That's actually really nice of him.
Jake Cullen, right? Thought you might know what happened to her.
Razorbacks. God and the devil couldn't have created a more despicable species. He's only got 2 states of being. Dangerous or dead.
Give me some place to start.
Try the Pet Pack Cannery.
American, are you?
Is there a reason why you're not sitting in that?
Welcome to Pet Pack.
So did he just get a job here to work undercover?
I guess you guys hunt roos in this thing, huh?
You do any hunting in Canuck land?
Deer.
Sweetheart, get it? Dear?
Not really. Oh, okay, yeah, so I get it. What?
After you! After you!
Well, these two are annoying as...
There you go, Bill. This is your bunk here, mate.
I'd be like, no. No, thank you. I'd rather sleep out in the open. So now some random dude's gonna get eaten. Okay. Jesus Christ. That's a good one. I have to remember that one. Wakey, wakey, hands off, snaky.
Come on, we're going hunting, mate.
Going hunting tonight?
Why are they helping this guy? Like, reporter woman came along and they were like, yeah, we're gonna kill you and stuff. This guy comes along, they're like, yeah, sleep in our house, eat our sausages.
What about that American woman, Beth Winters?
You mean that grunter from New York? Cops say she fell down a mine shaft.
Jake went to court, they tried him, but they couldn't convict him because they didn't have enough evidence.
Didn't have any evidence. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these two guys. Can we just like skip to the bit where they get eaten or trampled and eaten?
Swing it round slow like.
I don't see how this is going to help him find out what happened to his wife. Oh, I just puked on his head.
Charming, charming, charming.
I mean, he deserved it, don't get me wrong.
Well, what do you want to bloody go and do that for? We'll be back in 5 or 6 hours.
What? And there's a car and a tree for some reason. Wild boars never lose it. Wild boar, wild boar. So that's a nice shot to show the passage of time.
Wakey, wakey, hands off snaky.
I'm guessing he's dreaming right now. Wild boar, wild boar. Yeah, what are you doing here? Dumbass. It's an inanimate pig. Boar. So much smoke. I think the budget was spent mostly on the smoke machine. That would wake you up. Wakey wakey, hands off snaky. Oh, that's unfortunate. Or fortunate, depending on how you look at it. If it was like dry land, he probably would have broken his neck. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Because of the sunset and the Gone with the Wind. This is a weird movie. Just randomly stumbling from one scene to the next. Need more boar action. What the hell is that? Or is he just tripping balls? That's awfully good luck. No. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You were chased by boars.
Dozens of them. I spent a night up a windmill tower.
Animal campaigner?
Do you know what happened to her?
She fell down a mine shaft, that's what they say.
It'd be fairly easy to find out if that was true. Just go down the mine shaft and recover the body. Is this the boar you were looking for?
Sarah tells me you've seen the boar.
Could it be the same one?
You'll do me.
Take the dart gun, please.
You might as well take it, because like she said, if you like miss it or something, at least then you could track it again. That's pretty funny.
What are you doing?
Putting a tag on it.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I've never seen anyone in my dad's trousers since he died. It looks good.
He's like, hello, wife number 2. Hiding, of course. He's right there. He was just like 20 feet away, not moving at all. Guy shot him like 12 times. He just wandered off. He's not the world's best hunter, let's be honest.
Sorry, son.
Oh, he found a wedding ring. That sucks.
Electronic gizmo.
But now he can give it to this new blonde girl.
Looks like he's about 3 miles west of the pumping
Weather water in 30 miles.
Wow, it's just like Google Maps.
Careful, you old goat.
He's like, hey, I found this ring.
Day she disappeared. Our anniversary. First one.
Less talky, more hunt boary.
Well, what's up?
Jake reckons he knows what happened to the Beth Witness woman.
I mean, technically, it wasn't those 2 guys' fault that she died. That was like the Razorback.
I'm gonna go home. I got what I came for. I guess there's not much more I can do. Good night, Sarah.
She's like, I want that ring. I want this.
The old toot's been shooting his mouth off. I'm gonna have to teach him a lesson. I don't want no part of it.
Dude, you're going to murder him for no reason. Now that
One thought, you're a hamburger.
there's nothing connecting you to the disappearance of that woman unless you do something stupid like this.
I just want to make sure that you don't go to the cops for
What are you talking about? Cops!
You're just making it worse. See, Jake wasn't going to go to the cops. Now he's really going to want to go to the cops.
Thank you for the clothes.
Didn't your wife just die? And you're kissing a young blonde girl on the lips.
He's on down.
Don't you dare.
What do you do that for?
Well, these 2 need to die in a fire. Ah, there you go. Some nice water. He's a big boy. Wouldn't it be easier for this boar to just eat all the other little boars? There's like so many of them around. Bye, Jake.
I'm gonna kill him. I know where it is.
If Jake couldn't stop him, what chance do we have?
You're supposed to put your brakes on when you get
My
over the
name's
hill.
Carl Winters, as in Beth Winters.
Just shoot him. Don't let him talk.
Oh.
You dumbass.
What'd you do to my wife, Benny?
It was Digger.
Where's your brother now?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's only like 3 places in this whole town.
Got it.
Oh, now you believe her. It's a mad, mad boar world. Shoot him, sir. He's like, why is there smoke everywhere I go? Or is it a factory, I suppose.
Sorry.
This guy is the most clumsiest Muppet. Just realised the Winters guy is kind of like dressed like Ash from Evil Dead.
I'm a kangaroo. Finish the kangaroo off!
Duex Borina. Finally. They also basically just stuck that like fake boar's head on a truck and it's obviously just stuck on the front of something. Are you freaking kidding me? There's no one even around. He just crashed. Idiot. I feel like you just need to go up high somewhere. Don't just drop the gun. But yeah, go up high. It's the first smart thing you've done. Sarah's the only competent one in this whole film. Don't you dare eat Sarah. She's too pretty. Dumbass. That was more luck than anything. This little piggy went to Pet Pack and got f***ing diced. Could have just hit the off switch, but okay. Sarah's not dead, she's just injured. How did she get strung up like that? Kith. She's alive! She's alive! Too much? Freeze frame ending. Yes! I knew that was coming. 80s, there's got to be a freeze frame ending. Okay, so that was Razorback. I mean, I knew it'd probably be pretty rough and ready, like a first film, low budget horror film. It did, I think visually, it was definitely interesting. Lots of colour and interesting compositions. And I think Mulcahy did a good job with obviously very few resources. That said, the acting, the screenplay, the story wasn't the best, I have to say. A lot of like wandering around, not actually hunting the boar in any effective way. The main guy looking for his wife was just the most clumsiest idiot. Basically tripped over everything, fell in everything. So he was useless. Yeah. It did have Blondie from... I'm pretty sure she's from Mad Max 2. The young one with the white... I think she's like in white jumpsuit or something that Bruce Spence wants to run away with, but she was like, nah. So she was cool. She was nice. Yeah, so 80s. I mean, I expected it to be, but like the vibrant colours, the kind of neonish colours, the smoke machine in literally every shot. It was, yeah. I mean, we didn't really get as much of the Razorback as I expected. There wasn't really a lot of like kills. It was mostly like I said, like Jaws, like they obviously didn't have the technology to build like a mechanical thingy, so it's just like stuck on the front of a pickup and rammed into a house, or like you just saw an eye, or So that could have been better. Yeah, but I'm glad I've seen it. It's ticked off the list. Like I said, if you do want to watch a good Russell Mulcahy film, watch Highlander. That's excellent. Another good one by him is The Shadow, which a lot of people forget. Which was from 1994. It was Alec Baldwin. It was kind of a cool like comic book movie before comic book movies were a big thing. Tim Curry's in it. So Ian McKellen's in it. It's a cool film. He also did the third Resident Evil film, Extinction, which is pretty cool too. I'm not really sure what he's done since. I think he might have gone into TV. But yeah, anyway, he's made some great films. This isn't one of them. But I mean, you have to cut your teeth on something. And like I said, visually, it was definitely interesting. He was obviously learning his craft for Highlander. Highlander was just like... I mean, Highlander had a great story, a great screenplay, good actors, Sean Connery, can't go wrong with him, Christopher Lambert. Queen soundtrack, Razorback doesn't have any of those things, so it kind of suffers. But yeah, it was cool, it was fun. So thanks for watching with me, and see you next time.